जी इसमें चल रही, मैंने खुद चेक, चलें जो भी है. So let's start this one. So actually in this exercise 400 nanometer wavelength is given, kinetic energy is given, and you have to solve two questions which are asked over here. The first one is the work function of the cesium. That means this work function is only applicable for the cesium metal, not for the all other metals. Maybe it may be less or higher for the other elements. And the second is the longest wavelength of light. And this is very important because you need this. Actually, longest wavelength mean shortest frequency, and shorter frequency mean short showers, low energy. This you will keep. अब ये अगर ये सार नहीं चलेंगे तो आगे it will be very complicated for you. So be, when you are at home and do this exercise, keep in mind these relationship with you, and these are not too difficult. I have already demonstrated. This is the Planck constant, Planck equation I am talking. E is equal to h mu. Frequency is proportional to the energy, and frequency is inversely proportional to the wavelength, because c is equal to lambda mu, mu is equal to c over lambda. These are inversely proportional to each other. तो ये तो आपने याद रखना, इसमें कोई साइंस नहीं. एक्सप्लेन मैंने कर दिया आपको स्टार्ट में, मैं लेके इवन आई स्टार्टेड विद the speed of the light, how to calculate this speed, and I give you the very detailed and basic information over this one. ठीक है, साथ साथ चलेंगे तो ये आपको एक अच्छी स्टोरी की तरह मैं आपको लेके चलूँगा. नहीं है बीच में स्किप आपने कर दिया, then it will be difficult to remember or memorize the things, because this is really a high level, advanced level course है. ठीक है, लेकिन it is worth to teach or to read or to get the knowledge out of this course. And actually now we are going to calculate the work function, because work for the photoelectric effect, the both are very important. Work function of the metal is important, and through this exercise you will learn how to calculate the work function. Okay? And the longest wavelength mean you are going to calculate the minimum energy that we have talked about. What is the minimum energy required for the removal of the electron, and that is called the threshold energy. सबको आना चाहिए. देखिए एक बता रहे थे इसमें, you are the other one are behind this knowledge. तो इसको पढ़ें, ये आगे देखें, मैं इसको expand करता जाऊंगा. तो then you will learn what was happened before, and now what is actually the difference between your previous knowledge and what is the addition in this knowledge, in this course. ठीक है? And now we are going to calculate this one, or this is already solved. So just look. So I am going to apply, this is the only equation we have discussed before. This is the E max. E max is actually the kinetic energy, the maximum kinetic energy, and this will be the half mv square is the kinetic energy, equal to h mu minus work function. This is the quanta of light, and this is the work function. And this work function actually is a h mu naught. यही हमने किया, नहीं है तो दोबारा से मैं आपको फिर दिखा दूं. This is the equation we discussed already. Kinetic energy equal to this one, and when we open this one, multiply h, it will become h mu minus h mu naught. This will remains the constant, and actually this is the work function for the matter, and this is the quanta of light, which is you must have a quanta of light more than the work function, then photoelectric effect is going to start. You have the positive value, that means the electrons are getting the kinetic energy to remove from the material. यही है, ठीक है. ये हमने सारा डिटेल में जो है वो डिस्कस किया. नीचे इसकी इक्वेशंस भी आपके पास जो है वो लिखी, और यही इक्वेशन में यूज कर रहा हूँ. एक्चुअली आप सिर्फ एक रट्टा मारते हैं, ये इक्वेशन है या ये इक्वेशन है. डोंट डू दिस, लर्न बाय हार्ट एक्चुअली व्हाट इज वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस ओवर हियर, and the teacher is here. You can frankly discuss with the teacher actually what is hidden in these values or the equations of the exercise. So let's start again with, actually this is the equation we are going to apply, and by using this one we will calculate the work function first, because the kinetic energy is given and h mu is c over lambda, and wavelength is also given. So you just put the value and get the value of the work function. Very simple. कुछ भी नहीं इसमें करना आप. Clear है ये? Is anything is not understandable? ठीक है. चलें अब आप देखें. तो पहले आपके पास दोनों का अलग अलग कर लें पहले, क्योंकि आपको चाहिए इसकी जो है वो फ्रीक्वेंसी आपको चाहिए. सही है. तो आपने wavelength is given, you can use c is equal lambda v or mu is c over lambda. So you just put the value, and important thing is to convert this 400 nanometer into meter. ठीक है. तो 400 exponent minus 7, this is the meter. सही है, क्योंकि 400 को मैंने और इसमें जो है वो वैसे इसको जो है वो नैनोमीटर इज एक्सपोनेंट 9 minus 9 आएगा. when you multiply 100 it will become exponent minus 7. very simple. ठीक है. and above is the speed of the light. this is remains constant 3.0 exponent 8 meter per second, and unit conversion is most important, and here this meter is cancelled out, and then you will get the frequency of the light. This is the frequency of light of 400 nanometer wavelength. Clear है? And now actually this is equation is the same. ये देखें books में ऐसा लिखा होता है, इसमें कोई difference नहीं. ये Emax actually the binding energy is actually the work function, because यही है ना work function क्या है? उसकी constant value you must apply a sufficient photon to remove the electron. That means now you are going to destroy the binding energy of the material with the electron. Actually, how much strongly the electrons are binded with the material, the specific metal. So this is the binding energy. तो ये अगर remove कर रहे हैं आपने, actually उसको binding energy को आप क्या कर रहे हैं, उसको तोड़ रहे हैं, break कर रहे हैं. Then that's why the electrons are ejected after breaking of the binding energy. So actually work function is the binding energy. ठीक है. And यही हम यहाँ पे हम कर रहे हैं. And this is the h mu naught. h mu naught is the work function. यही आपको बताएगा. तो अगर आपने फॉलो कर रहे हैं तो आपको ये ऑटोमेटिकली आपके पास आ जाएगी. देखें यहाँ पे ये इक्वेशन और इसमें कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. आई एम गोइंग टू पुट द काइनेटिक एनर्जी 1.54, and this is the h, the value of Planck's constant 6.626 or 6.3 exponent minus 34 joule second. And this is the frequency which you have already calculated before. You must solve this one and rearrange, and this will give you the value of the h mu naught, and phi or h mu naught is the work function, and this will give you the value 3.43 exponent minus 19 joule. Clear है? कुछ भी नहीं किया, rearrange किया. Now the first question is solved. This is the work function and this is how to calculate the work function. ठीक है, आपके पास ऐसे हो किसी भी मैटर का आप निकाल सकते हैं. Now the minimum frequency or the longest wavelength, that is the same thing. अभी हमने किया is equal to h mu. If it is the longer wavelength, that means the minimum frequency, or minimum frequency is the minimum energy. This is actually the quanta of light which is required to remove the electron. ठीक है. तो ये हम पुट कर रहे हैं अब यहाँ पे, और ये अगेन यही फार्मूला हम यूज करेंगे. दिस इज ठीक है h mu naught. एक्चुअली इसमें जो है mu naught now we are going to calculate. The first one was the mu. After mu naught all are the value are the mu frequency, but at which the photoelectric effect is going to start, that only value is the mu naught, and this is called the threshold frequency. एक्चुअली इसमें जो है वो आप threshold frequency को पुट करेंगे और थ्रेशोल्ड उसके ऊपर जो वेवलेंथ होगी उसको आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे. तो दैट मीन यू आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट द लॉन्गेस्ट वेवलेंथ एट द मिनिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी. मिनिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी कहाँ पे आएगी? थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी इज द मिनिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी, बिकॉज एट दिस पॉइंट द फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट इज गोइंग टू स्टार्ट. क्लियर है ये? अब आप देखें इसके अंदर अगेन एच म्यू को मैंने ये म्यू इज क्या हो जाएगा? म्यू नॉट विल बी दिस वर्क फंक्शन डिवाइडेड बाय द प्लैंक कांस्टेंट. ठीक है, यही फार्मूला जो हम यहाँ पे यूज कर रहे हैं. तो यू जस्ट पुट द वैल्यू 3, ये आपने ऑलरेडी लिए, डिवाइडेड बाय द प्लैंक कांस्टेंट, यू विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ 5.18 exponent 14 per second. This is the threshold frequency, and you put this frequency to calculate the longest wavelength, because at this point there is only the longest wavelength or the minimum energy or the minimum frequency. Again जो है वो ये हमने पहले ही किया हुआ है. This is the same way you have calculated before. इसमें हमने वेवलेंथ रख के फ्रीक्वेंसी निकाली थी किसके ऊपर, 400 के ऊपर. अब हम सेम इक्वेशन यूज कर रहे हैं. अब ये म्यू नॉट है तो ये भी लैम्डा नॉट होगा, ठीक है. एंड यू आर गेटिंग this mu naught out of the verb function you have calculated before, and just put the value of speed of light and 5.18 over here, and this is the 579 nanometer is the longest wavelength, which is or the minimum at this is actually the minimum energy to remove the electron from the cesium metal. So this is actually the exercise, not just to calculate to get some of the values. What important here is to understand actually what is the purpose of this exercise. And this really reflects what we have studied in the theoretical explanation of the photoelectric effect. Clear है? ये घर जाके इसको एक दफा फिर आप ज़हन में रख के, if you feel any question, you are most welcome to ask again. ठीक है? इसको करें आप इसी तरह जैसे मैं आपको गाइड कर रहा हूँ, मैं साथ साथ चलें, फिर आपको ये कोर्स के अंदर जो है बेनिफिट है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद the next lecture. Now we are going to the second part is the photoelectric effect. Just okay. So this is opposite to the photoelectric effect. The photoelectric effect, we study the particle-like properties of wave. A photon is the wave, and you are with the process of the photoelectric effect, you are getting the electrons. Here the process is the reverse, and this is the wave-like properties of the particle. Of course, if the particle has the wave has the particle-like property, then the particle should have the wave-like properties. Now we are going to prove this one. और end पे जाकर हम exercise भी ऐसे करेंगे. That's why you must learn. Actually ये कोई process intermediate से आप पढ़ते हुए आ रहे हैं. So what is the difference between intermediate and this? Yes, honor. Actually you feel with the study theory change नहीं हो जाएगी, उसकी application change होगी. Now we will study some sort of the application and go into detail of the de Broglie equation, which is going to tell us what is the and how to prove the wave-like properties of the particle. Clear hai bache? So this is the objective. We are going to prove the wave-like properties. So wave-like properties of the particle by using the de Broglie equation. So actually de Broglie, this is the actually connection between the Einstein and the Planck expression there. He was a very smart guy, so he just compare the both of the equation, because the both scientists have already worked before. That is the E square h mu we have already learned in the previous lecture. This is the Planck, energy is proportional to the frequency, and this is the Einstein equation. The work has already done before. Was done before the de Broglie wave equation, and this is the E is equal to mc square. So he just used these equations to correlate them, and then actually the result was the how can we relate the wave with the momentum, and momentum, you know, this is the mass into velocity. So actually mass is important. That means he is correlating the mass with the wave. And mass is the particle-like property and wave is the wave-like property. So that's why this is called the wave-like property of the particle. So this is actually the story behind. Now I am going to drive a simple equation. So you understand these are the two equations. If E is equal to h mu and E is also equal to mc square, that means h mu will be equal to mc square. ठीक है, यही इसने किया, and then let's see what is happening. So that means this h mu will be equal to mc square. Clear? कुछ नहीं किया, because both are the energy equal to this, both energy are equal to each other. ठीक है? And then this is the actually the I'm repeating this equation. ठीक है, h mu will be mc square and you already know c is equal to lambda mu. सही है, आपने पहले जो है हमने इसको प्रूव भी किया हुआ है. Velocity of light will be equal to wavelength into the frequency and the frequency will be equal to, actually ये hang हो रहा है, okay, and the frequency will be equal to c over lambda because if you want to get the frequency and this is just going to divide it by the velocity of light. Clear है, यहाँ तक कोई issue है? Now put the value of frequency over this equation. सही है, मैंने इसमें कर दिया, क्या हो गया, h c over lambda हो गया. सही है, I am replacing the frequency and putting the value of the frequency over here. ठीक है, ये इसको किया तो आपके पास इक्वेशन क्या आ गई, आएगी and this will remain the same. And now I am going to cancel out the value of c. एक c जो है एक c से क्या हो जाएगा, cancel out हो जाएगा. ठीक है, because or you can divide c or c in the both side. C will be cancelled out and here only one c will be left. Clear है ये? And the equation will become h over lambda equal to mc. And this is actually the mass into velocity and this is called the momentum, rho, or we called it the rho. See, momentum, and then put the value of mc over here. I'm just replacing the mc with the rho, that is called the momentum. Clear है? जब इसको replace किया, now this equation become, this equation h over lambda will be equal to rho, and after this one, this is just the rearrangement. I'm going to just replace with the rearranging the lambda with the rho, and this will become, lambda will become h over rho, or rho is the momentum. And again I am putting the value of the momentum over here. Here this is the mass into velocity of light. If any mass is moving with the velocity of light, and here I am going to replace with the velocity of light, any velocity with the mass, any mass with its own velocity, because any mass if it's traveling it has the momentum. ठीक है, तो वो momentum velocity of light से भी अगर move कर रहा है तो उसका भी है. And here actually I am going to generally put the value of the mass into velocity, and this is also called the momentum. And here this is actually the de Broglie equation, and what he is saying that this is the wavelength, wave-like property, and this is the mass of a particle. किसी particle का ही mass हो सकता है. Mass, the particle should have a mass. So they are related to each other. If there is the more mass, then the wavelength will be short wavelength. ठीक है, because both are the inversely proportional to each other. आपके सामने लिखा हुआ इक्वेशन, उसको फॉलो करना है. ठीक है, so actually this is called the wave-like property of the particle. If any of the particle having the mass m moving with the velocity, it is having the wavelength that is called the lambda. ठीक है, so these are inversely related to each other and this is called the de Broglie equation. जी बताएं. हाँ, हर एक की नहीं होगी, आगे हम इसमें लिमिटेशन में आएंगे. ऐसे नहीं कि मैं मूव कर रहा हूँ, आई एम द मैस एंड आई एम आल्सो हैविंग अ वेव. सही है, यही पूछना जा रहा है. तो दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. ठीक है, हमारे पास क्या वो स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी है. क्या अगर मैं मूव करूंगा तो हमने पहले लेक्चर में हमने क्या डिस्कस किया, gamma rays, x-ray, UV, visible, IR, microwave, radio waves. ठीक है, all these are having the electromagnetic radiation. एक तो ये हमारे पास है. तो अगर मैं मूव करूंगा, क्या मेरी वेलोसिटी इसमें से किसी में आ रही है, किसी में भी नहीं आ रही है? नॉट पॉसिबल. आप कैलकुलेट करके देखते. ठीक है, आगे हम इसके ऊपर डिटेल में अभी आ रहे हैं. अच्छा, अगर वो मूव कर रही है आपके पास और इट इज एमिटिंग द वेलोसिटी, दिस इज पॉसिबल. नो, द वेलोसिटी शुड बी more or less, it depends on the nature of the mass. If I am traveling or the electron is moving, that is totally different. ठीक है, if I am moving and the airplane is moving, that is totally different. ठीक है, तो क्या आप mass put करके उसकी वेवलेंथ जो है वो आप निकालें, देन यू विल लुक एट द इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशन, either it is going to fit in this any of these electromagnetic radiation, then it is okay. If not, then it is not going to meet the electromagnetic radiation. सही है? तो हर एक की नहीं होगी, ये नहीं कि हर मैथ की जो है वो आपके पास होगी. एक्चुअली ये एंड में इसकी एप्लीकेशन में हमने अगेन इसको कैलकुलेट करेंगे. Then you will see actually what wavelength actually necessary for that specific electromagnetic radiation. So not all mass are going to meet the electromagnetic radiation. That means there is certain limit आपके पास है. अगर आप फर्स्ट लेक्चर में जाएं तो आपके पास वो कॉलम जो वो रेंज जो है आपके पास है, ठीक है, तो उसके अंदर ही. If it is not, then that means something else is happening. ठीक है, तो वो भी हम अभी इसके बाद इसको डिस्कस करें. अब दोनों कर दिए ना. द फर्स्ट वन वाज, आप देखें दिस इक्वेशन, ये वाली जो, एंड दिस इज द सेम. क्या डिफरेंस क्या है इसमें? सी और बी का डिफरेंस. इफ इट इज ट्रेवलिंग विद द स्पीड ऑफ लाइट, अब ये नहीं कि ये डी ब्रॉगली इक्वेशन जो है अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट स्पीड ऑफ लाइट से ही ट्रेवल कर रहा है तो उसी की आएगी. सही है. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू रिप्लेस दिस वन विद एनी वेलोसिटी ऑफ लाइट. अभी मैंने कहा कि इलेक्ट्रॉन तो स्पीड ऑफ लाइट से ट्रेवल नहीं कर, ठीक है, वो तो ऑर्बिट है, रिस्ट्रिक्टेड है. तो देयर आर द both application of the de Broglie equation. One is the if any object is traveling with the velocity of light, and other one application is if any object is traveling with its own velocity. You can also calculate the wavelength. Calculation में कोई अर्थ नहीं है. Then understanding is either this wavelength is the electromagnetic radiation or not, and this we will learn in this course. ठीक है. क्या दोबारा बताएं? C इक्वल टू, हाँ हाँ जी, इसको क्या बताएं? फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ लाइट. तो क्या फिर आपने फॉलो नहीं किया? मैंने स्टार्ट इसलिए मैंने कहा आप नहीं कुछ नहीं है ये मैं आपको, क्योंकि इसलिए ये है, आप देखें ये मैंने स्टार्ट इसी से किया. स्पीड ऑफ लाइट इक्वल सी टू लैम्डा म्यू. ये पूरी वीडियो उसके ऊपर पड़ी हुई है, आप देखें, इसको पढ़ें. अगर बार बार वही पढ़ेंगे तो फिर मैं उसको क्या करूँ. अब तो ये मेरे लिए भी आसान है कि मैं पीछे आपको प्रूफ दिखा रहा हूँ कि आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस. तो मैंने स्टार्ट इससे किया. दिस आई हैव आस्क्ड इन द योर क्विज एज वेल. ठीक है, यही चीज़ें जो मैंने क्लास में बताई, आई विल मैन्युअली डिस्कस एंड आई विल आल्सो इन योर क्विज और द फाइनल एग्जाम. ठीक है, so this you have already. If you need any help, just go to the movie video, and if you further need clarification, then you are most welcome to discuss. और बताएं. हाँ जी, anything else? इसको मैं, how much time is left? So this is the actually after this one, this is the application of the de Broglie equation. The first, how can we actually, these two are the either the wave-like property of the particle or particle-like property of the wave. The first one diagram is the X-ray refraction pattern of the aluminum foil. X-ray is the electromagnetic radiation. ठीक है, और उसका पैटर्न देखें. जस्ट लुक एट द पैटर्न. वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू लुक इनटू डिटेल ऑफ दीज टू इमेजेस. जस्ट वी आर गोइंग टू कंपेयर. ईदर दीज आर लिटिल बिट सिमिलर टू ईच अदर. वैसी नजर आ रही है, उसका लाइट है, उसका डार्क आ रहा है. नजर दीज आर ऑपोजिट लिटिल बिट बट हैविंग द सेम सर्कल, सेम सब कुछ आपके पास वैसे ही आ रहा है. सही, लुक्स लाइक सेम. सो actually this is the proof for the both of the particle like properties and the wave like properties. The first one is